at Allegiant Stadium.
Well, good luck spotting them in this massive audience.
Nine-time tag team champions. Over 1,700 days as the champs. And tonight, again, heading in to WrestleMania.
We got a rhythm in early, Cole.
Look at everybody. I'm Michael Cole. He's Wade Barrett. We are ready for WrestleMania.
Yes, we are. The whole world is ready, but don't let it go without saying, Michael Cole, this is your 25th time calling the greatest spectacle in our industry from this desk. 25 not out, quarter of a century. Michael Cole, what an honor to be alongside you.
Well, it's an honor to be alongside you, but I wouldn't be here today, obviously, if it wasn't for these gentlemen in the ring. Guys like the Usos, guys like Logan Paul and LA Knight, Roman Reigns and CM Punk and Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and everyone who are going to be a part of WrestleMania this year. You're looking at the Usos, who last performed as a team at WrestleMania 39. They once had a record 622 days as tag team champions.
The absolute greatest tag team in history.
And their tag team partner from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight.
LA Knight, I talked to him earlier today, Wade. He is licking his chops to get into the ring against the Vision tonight. The group that, well, sent him through a car with a tsunami back at the end of December. He was eliminated, LA Knight was, by Logan Paul back at the Elimination Chamber match. So much history between LA Knight and the Vision.
Yeah, so much hatred, so much animosity, and if you're going to get even on any form of rivalry, especially one that runs as deep as LA Knight and the Vision, you do it right here at WrestleMania.
And wait, how fired up was Jey Uso this week? He got in a fight with podcaster Killicamp after being disrespected by him on his podcast. That's the emotions running high during WrestleMania week.
Kind of similar to LA Knight attacking a certain iShow Speed on his live stream a couple of weeks ago. This thing has crossed into all kinds of media.
And this match tonight is presented by Ram. Nothing stops Ram. Very emotional, very personal matchup to kick off WrestleMania tonight. We are so glad you could join us here live on ESPN2 in the States.
And their opponents, the team of iShow Speed and the World Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory and Logan Paul, the Vision.
Well, at first, iShow Speed didn't even want to be involved in this situation. Inadvertently got involved, causing the Usos the tag titles, knocked out LA Knight, but he sort of bought in. We saw him training with the Vision over the past couple of weeks, but let's talk about experience. Now, I Show Speed, great athlete, we know that. However, he only has one match in WWE. That was last year's Royal Rumble match. He lasted 56 seconds back at WrestleMania 40. He's dressed in that fine bottle. He got RKO'd by Orton, so not a great track record.
No, and it's been an absolute disaster for I Show Speed anytime he's got anywhere near a WWE ring. I mean, who could forget him getting broken in half in that particular Royal Rumble that you mentioned? But you're right, he's in way over his head tonight, and he needs to lean on the experience of his tag partners here in the Vision, Austin Theory, and of course the now 5-time WrestleMania competing Logan Paul. Like it or not, he is a veteran at this.
I Show Speed dressed like he's Superman. But to your point, Logan Paul beat AJ Styles last year. He has 3 wins at WrestleMania.
Sometimes the spotlight just brings out the best in certain performers.
Like Austin Theory. Remember what he did a few years back at WrestleMania when he beat John Cena. He also had a ladder match for the tag titles where he won it, WrestleMania 40. Theory's got some experience as well.
Yes, indeed, and this is a very different version of Austin Theory, one who was far more laser focused. Put the nonsense to one side, thanks of course to Paul Heyman and the Vision.
Of course, the Vision, Paul and Theory knocked off the Usos back at the end of March to win the World Tag Team titles, thanks to I Show Speed. And the Usos with a double super kick wipes out the Vision, and that leads I Show Speed to start things off with LA Knight. There's some beef here.
Oh, well, the game plan was in right from the start here. This is the man they really want right off the bat, the man who's caused them so many problems over the past several weeks. Nowhere to hide now, Speed. Let's see what you got.
And I Show Speed with a side headlock to control LA Knight in the early going.
And I'll tell you
momentarily.
I'll tell you right now, that is day one wrestling school stuff. If this gets any deeper, he may struggle. However, we're starting to see that athleticism. He was really made an excellent show Speed, and it could be game over from here.
Well, he was showing off a bit, and LA Knight made him pay. Again, you see the athleticism when it comes to I Show Speed, no doubt about that.
Well, it's a huge, wow! It's a huge benefit in that ring as Logan Paul now gets clocked to the outside, but keep your eye on Speed!
Oh, and a power slam by Speed.
Speed showing he's been paying attention, whatever he's been learning, but don't take your eye off the megastar.
Yeah, you can't prematurely celebrate when it comes to WWE.
No match was ever won off a body slam, I Show Speed, and certainly not against someone the caliber of an LA Knight.
LA Knight bringing Logan Paul now into the ring as I Show Speed retreated. And bouncing Paul off the top turnbuckle. Again, LA Knight with quite the history with the Vision over the past year. The official in this matchup, Ryan Tran, warning LA Knight as he stomps away on Logan Paul in the corner.
And that's part of the issue here at WrestleMania. Adrenaline is running high for everyone, not least, of course, the competitors in the ring. You have to pay attention to the rules.
And again, main event Jey Uso, who last year at WrestleMania shocked the world when he won the World Heavyweight Championship with a win over the Ring General Gunther, who we'll see later on tonight in a match with Seth Rollins. Double team by the Usos.
As fluid as water. So much instant chemistry with the Usos.
Covered by Jimmy, hooks the leg, and Logan kicks out at 2.
Together since the womb, that is why they are unsurpassed in the tag ranks here at WWE.
4 wins at WrestleMania as a tag team. Of course, the Usos, second-generation stars. Their father, Rikishi, appeared at WrestleMania one year.
There was a tag there, and
Theory!
Jimmy Uso did not see the tag at all behind his back.
And now Austin Theory. New attitude and all.
Smart move that was from Austin Theory, laying in wait and dropping the hammer at exactly the right time.
Tag made. Here comes Logan Paul. Did you say something about a match never being won by a power slam?
Body slam.
Body slam. Did you forget Hogan and Andre at WrestleMania 3?
Followed up by a leg drop. Come on, Michael Cole. I got a great memory for this. You ain't beating me right at the start. Later on in the show when I'm tired, maybe.
And now the Vision celebrating Logan and Theory. I'll tell you, Theory has become a changed man since joining the Vision under the tutelage of Paul Heyman. He calls himself the Pressure. Says he used to let the pressure get to him. Now he feeds off the pressure.
Show yourself.
Pressure. Logan Paul loves it, and if I Show Speed's going to get anywhere in this game, using Logan Paul's career as the blueprint would be a pretty smart thing to do.
All the way up. I'm over the head. Like that.
Beat too long, thinking it over there, and that was smart in a sense from Speed. Listen to the veterans. Just pull it off a touch quicker.
But again, when you don't have a lot of matches, Wade, I mean, you're going to think, right? You're not just going through it.
Yeah, nothing is coming automatically for I Show Speed, and it really has shown from the off in this one. He knows how to do the moves, but pulling them off crisply against the best is a very different equation.
And now Logan Paul, who has proved himself to be among the best in WWE. Social media superstar turned World Tag Team Champion, full-time WWE superstar now. Body shots delivered to Jimmy.
Yeah, let's face it, he's one hell of a boxer too. One of the biggest right hands in the game here in WWE. Jimmy Uso has been knocked for 6 in the corner.
And not to forget, that right hand has got a titanium plate in it. And now, Jimmy Uso, corkscrew moonsault off the top rope, takes out Paul, both men down.
And here is a pivotal moment for both teams. Who can make the tag first? Who can get a fresh man into this?
Jey Uso trying to rally his brother Jimmy to the corner to make a tag.
Huge turning point in the match. This could be where it's won or lost. And both men make the tag.
And now Jey Uso and Austin Theory. These two have been at each other for many months now. And now, got caught. Showboating a bit, but Jey lands on his feet. Off the ropes. Spear! Cover! And Austin just rolled out of the way. And and Logan Paul's able to break things up, but Theory just moving out of the way momentarily may have cost Jey the match. Nice gut-wrench suplex by Paul.
Show you great instincts there from Logan Paul. People might not like him, but he is so good inside that ring and only getting better. And this one's breaking down in a big way now.
Yeah, Theory with a big left hand. Jey Uso back into the ring and sent shoulder first into the post.
That could be the end of Jey Uso right there. That's a separated
Super kick.
shoulder. Uh-oh.
I Show Speed trying to get out of harm's way. Not going to happen. Oh, maybe it is.
Nice head scissors there from I Show Speed, but again, celebrating too hard.
Went for the BFT. Speed just sent Knight into Paul.
A smart reversal there from Speed. Saved himself and the match for his team, but wait up.
Push him into it. Get up. Get up! He's gotta get out! Get up!
I don't think Speed did that on purpose, Wade.
He certainly did not. However, that's not how Austin Theory saw it.
Threw you into that computer? Hit the rope! Come on! Wow, hit the rope! Get to his corner! You gotta get the corner! No!
Oh, now Theory into Speed. BFT! Cover by Knight! And Knight and the Usos win.
Here are your winners, the team of the Usos and LA Knight.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that has not sat well with the Vision. A major victory after that BFT, but things went to hell in a handbasket because I Show Speed simply didn't execute the plan correctly.
Well, he was being bullied by the Vision.
You cost me my mania! You had one shot!
Well, there's that titanium plate in the right hand I was talking about. I like how Logan Paul just tosses Speed to the curb.
Job! My mania! Austin's mania! And you ruined it! Come here.
I mean, I Show Speed does not deserve to be treated like this. I mean, he was willing to tag up with with Paul and Austin Theory of the vision for this match tonight. And now Logan Paul, I think, is going to make Speed pay some more.
You know as well as I do, winning and losing at this level, there are consequences.
Professional wrestling, you moron!
And I Show Speed has to learn that the hard way. This is just a mugging now, a vicious assault.
You said that right. Logan Paul calling Speed a moron.
Logan Paul's got those crazed eyes. He came here tonight to win. He does not accept losses, not in front of the eyes of the world. And I Show Speed.
Well, wait, I think Paul's going to go up top looking for a Paul from Grayson. Meanwhile, Jey Uso sends Paul into the ropes. 1D! And Logan Paul sent to the floor.
Come here, my man. You good? You good?
An unlikely saver there for I Show Speed. Is he now in the thick of the Lion's Den?
No way.
Oh, God. This may get ugly here.
The Usos encouraging I Show Speed to climb up to the top rope as LA Knight holds Logan Paul down on the table.
Don't do it, Speed. That's a long way.
Logan Paul is out. LA Knight and the Usos celebrating with I Show Speed, and that had to feel good after he was bullied throughout this match tonight by the Vision.
I promise you, it didn't feel good. He'll enjoy watching it back, but that was incredibly painful for I Show Speed. But even more so, Logan Paul, who may have a crushed ribcage.
And now it's celebration time. And Speed yeeting as well. Welcome to WrestleMania. I Show Speed. Look at the height. Incredible. From the top of the ring post, flying through the air. Speed with an I Show splash through Logan Paul, through the table. A WrestleMania moment for Speed.
What an absolutely insane thing to attempt. But if you're gonna do it anywhere, do it right here at WrestleMania, when the eyes of the world are on you. Hats off, I Show Speed.
Jimmy, Jay, what's it like being one of the greatest tag teams of all time?
Well, right there. What is that?
Say less.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Guys, have a Snickers.
Snickers satisfies.
Hey guys, see anything in the clouds? That one kind of looks like a cat.
Santa Claus. Wow. Eating a sandwich.
That's specific.
A car that sees what you can't.
Yep, that's him.
27, you get a front row seat to the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Plus, surprise flash deals all way day long.
Now that's a steal.
With fast and free shipping on everything.
Everything?
Even the big stuff. These savings won't last, so mark your calendar and shop Way Day from April 25th through 27th for up to 80% off everything home.
And we welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is WrestleMania Saturday, live from Allegiant Stadium, the home of the NFL's Raiders. And the celebrities are out tonight, including huge WWE fan. For the 49ers, their tight end, George Kittle, here tonight. There you go. From the Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs is here. Another big WWE fan in the house for WrestleMania. How about Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers here enjoying WrestleMania? So why can't we get one of those?
Because you don't do well drunk.
And also from ESPN, Stephen A. Smith in the house for WrestleMania.
The following is an unsanctioned match. There are no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. WWE will not be held liable for damages or injuries. Introducing first, from Sacramento, California, weighing in for 291 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
Oh, Wade, batten down the hatches.
Oh, this is gonna be wild. So much hatred, so much malignant contempt has been built up between these two superstars. The only way to get this done is in unsanctioned fashion. The company saying, do whatever you want to each other. We can't control you. We will not be held liable. Have at it in front of the eyes of the world.
Drew McIntyre has gone back in time to revisit the history of Jacob Fatu and the time that he spent behind bars in prison. Jacob Fatu has talked about how he's changed. It's about his family now. It's about his wife and his kids. He is a werewolf ready to win titles in WWE. But he said last night, Wade, if Drew McIntyre wants the old Jacob Fatu back for one night, he's gonna get him. And this match tonight is brought to you by Chumba Casino. Step into the ring, play hundreds of free casino-style games, and smash boredom. Let's Chumba. All gas, no brakes. You have to think that an unsanctioned match was made for Jacob Fatu.
Well, there's certainly a lot of loathing, but there must be some fear too right here in Las Vegas for both of these competitors, knowing full well the damage that will be incurred by both men who are capable of the highest levels of violent savagery.
his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in for 285 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
Now we know Drew McIntyre can get down and dirty with the best of them. Last year at WrestleMania, he knocked off Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. And today, McIntyre has no rules to follow except get a pinfall or a submission to win the match.
Yeah, and this is a Drew McIntyre who was fully intent a few weeks ago on walking into WrestleMania as WWE Champion. That went out of the window when he lost it to Cody Rhodes, thanks in large part to the arrival mid-match of one Samoan werewolf, and that is why Drew McIntyre is laser focused on taking the werewolf down tonight.
Don't forget, Jacob Fatu still blames this man for kicking his teeth down his throat last year.
Why did McIntyre do that? Because Jacob
Fatu admitting he did it.
Falsely accused.
Oh, look at this! Jacob Fatu wasting little time going after Drew McIntyre, and this unsanctioned match is underway. Bouncing McIntyre off the barricade, and here comes an unhinged Jacob Fatu.
The referee has very little he needs to do in this match other than count the 3 count or accept a submission, and I would not blame him for staying well clear of these two until he needs to close in.
McIntyre driven into the ring post by Jacob Fatu. He says, I'm no longer a dog stealing scraps. I'm a werewolf on the hunt.
And that werewolf looks ravenous right now, catching McIntyre cold. That's exactly what you need to do. Get the upper hand early in this one.
It's getting dangerous out here at ringside early. As Jacob Fatu now sending a table into the ring, completely legal under the rules of an unsanctioned match. Do you like the fact that Nick Aldis made this unsanctioned so WWE could not be held liable?
Well, he had no choice whatsoever. You could have put a bunch of rules in place. You could have made sure this was an official match as is standard in WWE.
Oh!
These two are going to throw it out the window anyway. Let's not forget it wasn't that long ago McIntyre got suspended for taking out a referee with a claymore. And I've just noticed it's actually the referee in the ring right now. Wait up.
And Jacob Fatu now unloading a toolbox.
That is PTSD for McIntyre.
And I'll tell you why. And you see McIntyre backing off here. McIntyre remembers CM Punk inside Hell in a Cell. Toolbox and tools where McIntyre had 17 stitches to his skull. And now McIntyre looking to use the toolbox, or maybe not.
Well, it almost ended the career of Drew McIntyre. He never wants to see another toolbox again in his life.
Oh, and my goodness. Fatu whipped the back of his head, bouncing off the steel apron.
Geez. And there's no let-up whatsoever, and nor should there be from McIntyre. It's kill or be kill now, and Jacob Fatu, both the front and back of his head, getting smashed into the steel of that ring frame.
Jacob Fatu had McIntyre on his heels early. And just like this, Drew McIntyre has turned the tables.
McIntyre prides himself on being the most vicious man in WWE, and he's certainly shown that over the past couple of years. If anyone can match him, it is Jacob Fatu.
And McIntyre now looking to lift Fatu out, but he's driven spine first into the post.
So much raw power possessed by both of these men, so much durability.
And McIntyre with a clothesline. Did you hear that? Did you hear the thud when McIntyre collapsed the chest of Jacob Fatu? And now using the phone to his advantage.
Phone handed to him by his own brother, who flew here to watch McIntyre compete for the WWE Championship. Part of why McIntyre is so irate.
Didn't he learn a couple of years ago when he got involved in selfies and social media after he won the world title at WrestleMania, what happened to him?
Well, it looks like he just tweeted something. Go check that out right now as McIntyre continues his assault with more weapons of war.
And again, that monkey wrench. Oh, and Fatu with an explosive clothesline.
It shows you how quickly someone like Jacob Fatu can bounce back from the kind of assault levied at him so far.
The crazed eyes, and there's the running senton.
It is a freakish ability that Jacob Fatu possesses. It's a whirlwind of torture.
Remember last year at WrestleMania, Jacob Fatu won the United States Championship.
The question now is, has Drew McIntyre completely underestimated this warlord that is the Samoan werewolf?
Paying homage to the late, great Umaga and McIntyre. And look at this, Fatu, pop-up Samoan. Cover by Fatu.
Just to be clear, Drew McIntyre is 280 pounds, and Jacob Fatu threw him up in the air and caught him with ease. Let's take another look at this from Jacob Fatu. Popped in the air, caught on the way back down, and driven down hard with that Samoan drop.
This is just the second unsanctioned match in WrestleMania history. Remember when Seth Rollins beat Triple H nearly 10 years ago?
Flying Glasgow.
You're trying to hear me?
Just about saving McIntyre when coming in swinging the steel was Jacob Fatu. And how quickly this one can turn around, where every shot is as lethal as what we've seen.
Yeah, the Glasgow kiss, very lethal. McIntyre is used it to his advantage so many times.
All right, there we go.
Fatu now reverses this. McIntyre almost ran into a chair, caught him with a back elbow.
Put the brakes on just in the nick of time. Both men,
damn!
Trying to drag a little here and face first into that steel ring post.
And now McIntyre, up and over goes Jacob Fatu, and now Drew McIntyre seems like he's entering the zone here.
McIntyre just pissed off that he got thrown up in the air by Fatu. He's like, taste of your own medicine. I got some power too, Fatu.
He's always pissed off, Wade. I mean, that probably wasn't the only reason.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Unpredictable and hell-bent on scoring a major victory here in front of the world.
And the big man gonna fly.
Woo!
Drew McIntyre. He's a Terminator in there.
Just bouncing up immediately, knowing full well you've got to double down on this abuse.
And now McIntyre looking for the death blow.
2, 1.
The Claymore.
Oh, what a miss. He missed, Chad. Oh, boy. Oh!
Skull first into that steel chair and wait out.
Woo! That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. 1, 2.
McIntyre kicked out. Oh my God! I'm not sure anyone
just a 2.
ever kicked out of Fatu's mighty moonsault.
Well, take a look at this first of all. McIntyre putting it all on the line and connecting with Fatu, but just when he'd eaten the steel head first, followed up by this double jump moonsault that is a signature of Fatu's. Everyone who's tasted that has been beaten until right now at WrestleMania, and McIntyre staying alive, living dangerously.
Over 50,000 tonight at Allegiant Stadium, enjoying this matchup on ESPN2 and Netflix internationally. And now McIntyre with a wrench to the back of the knee.
Just kneecapping his opponent here, and now going to town with the rough edge of that wrench.
And again, you said it at the start of this match.
Oh my God, he's gonna blind him.
Trying to take out the eye of Fatu here.
And this is why it's unsanctioned, Cole.
There's so much disdain, so much hatred, pure violence between these two men.
About to say both men starting to drag, but Drew McIntyre has found the second wind at exactly the right time.
Well, he's a machine. There's no doubt about it. Each and every time we see McIntyre in action, we're more and more impressed with what this man can accomplish.
Oh no, we're not the 2 chairs. Not the 2 chairs. No, bro. Come on, Drew. Don't do this, man. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. Don't do this. No.
Cover by McIntyre. Oh, Oh, and a kick out. I think the only thing that saved Fatu there is he didn't collide with both of those chairs.
Yeah, it took a glancing blow to the back, which will be incredibly painful. But it's certainly not going to shatter the spine like McIntyre intended.
And notice who the official is in this match, Dan Engler, who's had a quite the history with Drew McIntyre.
Damn, bro. Give the rest some space, bro. Give the rest some space. Oh, shit. Boy.
Took the belt.
Oh, he just got a belt.
Similar a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown. McIntyre whipping the hell out of
Oh, no. Bro, Drew, do not do this. No. Oh, no.
WrestleMania.
The leather belt is set. Fatu slowly making his way back to it.
Oh, super kick.
Drops McIntyre.
What a super kick, bro.
Just too much glee in the eyes of McIntyre there. Did not pounce when he could. Waited a beat too long. And you can't do that with the werewolf.
And now a chair to the spine. We saw McIntyre trying to crawl toward the belt. But Fatu with another steel chair.
It's not just the spine, it's the kidneys that get shredded, and it may be payback time, Cole.
I don't think he's giving it.
And now Fatu with the belt. Let's go! Again, do it again. Woo! Again. Woo! Again. Woo!
Fatu is unleashed. Did you hear the strikes, Wade?
Just absolute anarchy in that ring, and the frame of McIntyre may be shattered here. Pain coursing through his veins, brain just shutting off, and once again, Fatu going back to that toolbox.
McIntyre, who's knocked off Brock and Seth and Priest, and no, Claymore!
Oh!
Jacob took a little too much time.
No, bro, no.
By McIntyre, and Fatu came out.
Oh, that was a weak kick out. Incredible.
Still alive. Now he's still alive, Chad. Jacob Fatu is still alive.
Weapon, the Claymore, the one that does all the damage.
And now he's blaming the official for what he perceived was a slow count here.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Taking too long at times to launch vicious attacks, and their opponents have countered, and now they are both kicked out of their biggest moves. And where the hell do you go from here?
WrestleMania Saturday is underway. Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, unsanctioned match.
Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo!
And now McIntyre looking to gain the upper hand. Headbutts though by
Fatu. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir, bro.
We're about to learn a lot about these two. Who has the biggest appetite for warfare? Somebody's hopes are fading rapidly. Who can dig the deepest?
And Jacob Fatu now set to set up a table. Again, thank you for joining us on ESPN2 tonight for the first hour of WrestleMania. The rest of the show will continue in just a few moments over on the ESPN app. Part of the unlimited plan as Jacob Fatu now looks to take McIntyre out as he sends him face first into the table.
And that swaggering confidence of Drew McIntyre feels like a long time ago at this point.
Oh! Goodness, right across the elbow of McIntyre.
McIntyre's body simply would not cooperate with him at this point. Trying to get some feeling back in those fingers. He's got bigger problems than fingers coming up here, though.
And with McIntyre prone on the table, Jacob Fatu looks to take the slow climb.
Drew, but you better say it there. You better.
Off the table.
Oh my God!
Face of Fatu.
Bro.
And now McIntyre with an opportunity.
Oh, exactly what you've got to do. Wait until your opponent drops his guard, and then hope you've got enough left in the tank to do something like this.
And now McIntyre just sent Fatu through the table, which was set up here at ringside.
Oh my God!
And now
oh my God!
May have Fatu exactly where he wants him.
Oh my God!
Landing that was, and it is now all in the hands of McIntyre to put this one to bed.
god!
Fatu just
Oh my god!
his way as McIntyre again stalks his man. Looks for the claymore.
Woo! With a super kick.
And another one.
Woo! Again!
McIntyre.
Just incredible bounce back ability from Fatu, and once again loitering with intent is that toolbox.
Right off
Oh.
the skull of McIntyre, who may be out. Jacob Fatu.
Oh yeah! Woo! Woo! This gotta be it. This gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! Let's go!
Jacob
Fatu!
It was as violent
Let's go!
as we expected. And Jacob Fatu, look at him.
Praise luck in
Let's
his-
go!
As volatile as they come. On what?
Yeah, Drew, you're done. You're done, Drew. You're done. You're done, Drew. You're done.
Fatu
You're done, bro.
Some way simply outlasting McIntyre. The volume of abuse both men absorbed was something to behold.
Jacob Fatu said he was going to go back in time for one night. And boy, did he ever.
Look how we got there. This is the moment McIntyre thought he had this thing won. The shot fall to the outside, crashing through a table and crashing down hard. The issue McIntyre has at this point, he's got to get his opponent back in the ring. And that is when Jacob Fatu turned it around. That toolbox once again.
He did turn it around. Fatu turning it around for sure, Chad.
From this, a 1-2 whammy.
2, 3.
The table, and what a victory for Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu puts to rest the demon known as Drew McIntyre. Jacob Fatu.
Let's go! Let's go!
Unsanctioned match against the Scottish Warrior.
Fatu for the win!
And you have to wonder if this finally closes the book on what has been a long, vicious rivalry.
Well, for the safety of these two men, I certainly hope so. But Fatu going onwards and upwards from here, always said wants to be the #1 representative of his family and claim the top gold here. Where does Fatu's career go from here? All options are on the table, but for McIntyre, this is going to be a bitter pill to swallow, and it's going to take a long time to get over this loss.
The handcuffs were off for Jacob Fatu tonight in an impressive win on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen in the States, we would love to thank you for joining us for this special presentation of WrestleMania Saturday on ESPN2. We invite you now to head over to the ESPN app with the Unlimited plan, where you can catch the rest of WrestleMania, featuring the matches you see on your screen now, including our main event, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, for the undisputed WWE title. We'll see you on the other side. Congratulations
Randy
to
Orton.
Jacob Fatu. Quite the start here. Aerial coverage of WrestleMania brought to you by Goodyear. Tried, tested, proven. Legendary. And we are inside Allegiant Stadium tonight for WrestleMania Saturday. There is our own WWE blimp, enjoying the festivities in front of over 50,000 here tonight at WrestleMania. And it has been quite the start here to WrestleMania, Wade. We had the two great matches on ESPN2, and now we welcome everyone in internationally on Netflix and, of course, in the United States on the ESPN app. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. We've still got plenty more to come. Going to get to all that in a moment. But first, let's check in with our Spanish colleagues, Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto.
Oh shit, we got Spanish too.
Amigos, gracias, cabalga. Gracias por acompañarnos con estas emociones de WrestleMania y en esta mesa en español que le pertenece a todos ustedes.
Tú estás aquí con nosotros, así que gracias por existir. Bienvenido a WrestleMania.
Let's get to it for the rest of the night here tonight. Plenty of action on tap at WrestleMania Saturday. We have the Women's Intercontinental Championship, or the Champion A. Sorry about that, folks. It's the Women's World Championship. Stephanie McCare and Liv Morgan go one-on-one here tonight.
And 6 months out with a shoulder injury for Seth freaking Rollins, but right back in at the deep end versus the merciless Ring General. They go.
Bro, Seth Rollins better win this match, though. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Like, Seth Rollins better win this match, bro. Like, he better win this match. Like, he better win this match. Like, I swear, like, if Gunther beats Seth Rollins, then
perhaps a fourth time with a Black Widow that takes place here tonight.
And Mentor versus Student, Viper versus QB1, 14-time world champ versus the current WWE champ Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. That is our main event later on tonight. And of course, Pat McAfee may well make his presence known.
The following is a fatal four-way match.
Woo! The woman. Wait.
Tag Team Championship.
Wait, is it the women's?
One member from each team will be legal at all times. The first team to score a pinfall or submission will be declared the winners and the women's tag team champions.
Wait, is it the women's? Oh, it is the women's. Let's go! Alexa Bliss. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Hey. Charlotte Flair.
All hail the queen.
Let's go!
Introducing first, the team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Only Alexa and Charlotte can pull off those outfits. The former tag team champions looking to win back the gold here tonight. Charlotte Flair, of course, has become synonymous with WrestleMania over the years. WrestleMania 34, when she beat Asuka to end the record undefeated streak of the Empress of Tomorrow. She beat Rhea Ripley back at Mania 36. Ronda Rousey at Mania 38, and of course, Wade, the history-making WrestleMania 35, where Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch will be a part of the first ever women's match to main event WrestleMania.
Just so we're clear, Cole, I think you could pull off both of those outfits.
Oh, thanks.
But let's move on because we've got two top stars who know all about hitting top gear at WrestleMania, looking to win back tag gold once again tonight.
And this match tonight is brought to you by The Mandalorian and Grogu. Star Wars returns to the big screen. Experience Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22nd, only in theaters and IMAX. Alexa Bliss, back at Mania 36, would win the tag team title.
Woo! 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 Hey, Lila and Bailey!
And Lyra Valkyria!
Bailey got what she wanted. An opportunity to once again be a part of WrestleMania. Remember last year, Wade, Becky Lynch, we would find out later, would attack Bailey, taking her out of WrestleMania. Becky would replace her to team with Lyra Valkyria to win the tag team gold.
Woo!
Short-lived reign, of course. Becky Lynch, who had previously attacked Bailey, then went on to attack Lyra before these two got back together, smoothed things over, and now launching an assault on finally getting the gold here at WrestleMania.
Bailey has 3 wins in this great spectacle. Of course, back at WrestleMania 40 when she beat Io Sky to win the WWE Women's Championship.
Wait, is that? Oh, for not them two, bro.
Next, they are the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the Irresistible Forces.
And both Nia and Lash Legend paying homage to legends. Brand new WWE Hall of Famers.
Bro, take your mask off, bro. What's the point of wearing the mask?
Emotional ceremony last night.
Yeah, from one
what's the point of wearing the mask?
Another. Here comes the Nia, and here comes the Lasher, the reigning tag team champs here for the women in WWE. And what an unstoppable powerhouse duo they make.
Yeah, they won the tag titles back at the end of February by knocking off Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, undefeated as a team.
Just as formidable a pair of foes as you could possibly imagine, possess 0 physical weaknesses and a hell of a lot of assets. And damn, they look good tonight, ready to sparkle here in the desert.
Alexa Bliss looking on. Her and Nia Jax with quite the rivalry. In fact, Nia knocked off Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania to win the world title.
Nikki Bella! Oh, wait. Why she got a crouch?
So, I tried really hard, you guys, to overcome this injury. And unfortunately, I couldn't get it medically cleared today. And I wasn't about to ruin Bree's WrestleMania moment. So to take my place, I called an old friend.
Who? Wait, is that Paige? It's Paige! It's Paige! It's Paige! Oh my God, she's back! She's back! Oh my God! Oh my God, she's back! Paige! Paige!
Paige has returned to WWE!
Oh my God, she's back! She's back! Let's go! We got Paige back! Let's go, bro! Let's go! Oh my God! Paige is... Oh my God! Oh my God!
Accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, the team of Brie Bella.
Bro. Oh my God.
No secret that the Bellas and Paige are longtime friends. But there is no
my God, bro.
Anyone knew Paige
Are we dead ass?
was going to be here at WrestleMania.
Oh man, your heart goes out to Nikki Bella, who's missed out.
Are we dead ass?
Injury, but what a major surprise. And what a major shot in the arm for this audience. Truly,
Paige is back. Oh my God.
Paige looks in tremendous shape here tonight.
Bro. Oh
she will
my God.
team with Brie Bella as part of this fatal four-way match for the women's tag
Oh
team
my
titles.
God, bro. She's back. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Research real quick here, Wade. We'll go ahead with your point.
I was going to say the
Let's
entire
go.
UK must be jumping out of their couches right now. I know it's late there.
Let's go,
Sure
Paige.
you're buzzing
Let's
with
go,
it.
Paige.
Thanks to the return of Paige, part of the famous
Holy
Night
shit.
Dynasty over there.
Holy
Well, she's
shit,
back,
bro.
And she's coming for the gold.
And apparently, I believe this is Paige's first time in a WWE ring in more than 8 years.
More than 8 years?
Paige, of course, who made her main roster debut as Lash Legend starts things off now against Brie Bella. Bailey in this as well, and so is Alexa Bliss. 4 women in the ring at one time. First team to gain pinfall or submission will win the tag titles. Meanwhile, Paige made her main roster debut. Remember,
I'm shocked and like glad at the same time, though, chat.
Like, championship.
Like, we got Paige back, bro.
Back at the top for Paige. And of course, in this match, you can only
Let's
tag
go.
your own tag partner. And now making the most of that. Oh, the irresistible forces. Oh, geez, Bailey.
Lash Legend has been so impressive and incredible since teaming with Nia Jax.
I mean, how can these two fail? Let's be honest, two powerhouses that are both worth double. It's basically 4 against 2 every time they're in tag matches.
I still can't stop looking at the apron. Paige is actually in this match, Wade.
Oh man, this place is going to explode.
Holy shit!
Oh. Charlotte Flair with a high cross body.
And yet they said more than 8 years. They said more than 8 years. Like,
you see Charlotte
like
Flair,
I was expecting
it
for like at least like maybe 5 years at least 5 years. But more than 8 years? Damn!
Yeah, here's the problem: he's got a 4-way matchups with the rules like this. There's always going to be opponents.
Bro, this is just like how like AJ Lee just returned from after 11 years. AJ Lee returns to WWE. Like, after 11 years, AJ returns. Now we got Paige. Let's go!
Again, I'm looking back in time here, and as Brie Bella delivers the yes kicks now to Charlotte and Lyra. Paige actually teamed with Bray.
Oh yeah, let Paige do it. Let Paige do it. Let Paige do it. Let Paige do it. Wait.
Oh,
bro, let Paige do it. Oh my.
Resume as a tag team, but you'll take whatever you can get at this point. Gonna have to click into gear very, very quickly here, and that's tough to do when you've got Nia Jax rearranging your spine.
And a tag made, and Lash Legend now legal.
Oh, I love everything about Lash Legend. For many people, that is the future of the women's division right there, and that is a small example of exactly why they're taking this war by storm since arriving.
Choke slam right onto the apron of Bailey. Now Charlotte Flair with a big boot drops Nia to the floor. Lash Legend with that boot to Charlotte.
Charlotte is absolutely brilliant, has all the experience in the war, but there's so little you can do against someone with a frame like Lash Legend who knows how to use it. Using those veteran wiles now is Charlotte Flair, and smartly tagging out, getting the fresh Alexa Bliss in there for a go.
And now Bliss. Oh, and a DDT delivered to Lash Legend. Now Lyra Valkyria back into the fray.
Valkyria, one of the greatest high flyers and a former Intercontinental Champion in WWE too. Now picking up the pace, and this is smart. Once you've got Lash Legend out of the ring, do whatever you can on your opponents and capitalize.
And now Bailey and Lyra with the frequent tags. Double team coming. Backbreaker.
Oh, shit.
And Bailey delivers the elbow.
Oh.
Bliss.
Ding dong, you idiots.
And Lash Legend gonna break up the near fall.
Well, Lash was down, but certainly not out, and poised at the right time to
Bree,
break
do
up
it!
the pin.
Do it!
Oh!
Bro, she was so close.
Lash Legend intercepts.
She was so close to getting tagged.
How much would Lash Legend
Paige was so
love to
close.
spoil this return of Paige by preventing her from even getting tagged in, get this one finished before Paige can even enter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Paige hasn't even been in this matchup. But Nikki tries to roll the crowd on. Alexa Bliss now and Lyra Valkyria gonna double team Brie.
It's all about loose alliances in this one. Attack opponents, but keep your wits about you. These things never last long.
Boy. Oh, boy.
Confident. She powers her way in here.
Oh, boy.
Bougie doing her thing.
Yeah, sending Bliss and Lyra to the mat. Meanwhile, Brie Bella perched on the top rope.
Damn.
Drop kick by Brie.
And an absolute bullseye at that, taking a lot out of Brie. 4 women down. Fresh partners now on the apron, demanding entry into this match.
Got to tag your own partner. Lyra trying to drag herself to Bailey. Tag made. Here comes Nia Jax. Here comes
Brie.
Charlotte
Come on,
Flair.
Brie.
Bailey in as well.
Oh.
Charlotte with a big boot.
Nice nimble work there by Nia Jax, and now that intolerable over.
Paige! Paige! Let's go! Let's go, Paige! Woo! 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 Let's go, Paige!
Yep. Hook up.
Woo! Let's go!
Paige is looking better than ever.
Yes, sir! Oh, no. Oh, my God, bro. Lash, bro.
Lash Legend gets caught by a kick.
Let's go. Let's go, Paige.
Place knees to Legend.
Woo!
Larry Legend out.
Just a step ahead of the competition since that tag is Paige. And what is she cooking up here?
Paige now off the top rope. Body to Lyra.
Oh, whoa.
Beautiful. Nice, Lyra.
Lyra looking for Nightwing. Paige able to counter.
Scrambling out at exactly the right time. Paige Turner.
Is it enough to put
2, 3.
Breaking things up as Bailey.
Bro, I for real thought that was it for a second though. I for real thought that was it though.
And Jax just going on a tear at the right time. This is championship time now. Looking to retain the gold here and dump Brie Bella out on ahead, but denied.
Nia Brie go down. Lash Legend from behind. They're going to hook up Lyra for a last extension here. Cover. Paige and Charlotte break it up.
And they needed to, because that was game over for Lyra Valkyria. Kept the match alive for themselves.
I mentioned these two were teammates many years ago at NXT. Working together to clear the ring and make this one-on-one.
Paige versus Charlotte in the ring.
Teammates, rivals. Two women that led us to the evolution.
Two barrier smashing, game-changing queens of the industry throwing down.
Yeah! Ooh. Yeah! Ooh. Yeah! 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 Woo!
Charlotte. Looking for the figure 8. Got her!
One,
got her.
2.
Kick out by Charlotte at 2.
Paige is looking right.
Oh!
That could be good night right here, but gotta move quick.
Oh no! Bro, Alexa, no, please, no, bro, Alexa, please, no. Oh!
Charlotte out of the ring. Distracting.
Oh!
That's Nikki. Wait a minute. Nikki with the crutch. Nikki with the crutch.
Oh!
Paige got her knees up.
Well, that pause was
oh yeah,
all it
Paige.
took for Paige to recover.
Paige,
Oh! That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3! Let's go! Paige is back! Let's go, chat. Let's go! Let's go!
Tag team gold! While shock and awe for the
Let's
entire
go!
industry, Paige back where she belongs and back at the very top. This is the moment.
Let's go, Paige!
From the outside, of course, cruelly taken out of the match with that ankle injury. Now attacking Charlotte Flair with that crutch, wiping out Flair, distracting Bliss, giving Paige enough time to recover. Bring up the knees on this twisted Bliss, and then really make it count moments later with this cradle DDT. Rampage, and we have
1, 2, 3.
Brie Bella and Paige.
Paige won a championship on her debut in WWE over a decade ago. And now she returns for the first time in 8 years. And what does she do? She wins gold again.
Let's go, Paige! Let's go, Paige!
One of the most inspirational women that you will ever meet. Paige has returned to WWE to win the tag team titles.
That is just the ultimate feel-good story. If you're a fan of this industry, a fan of the journey we've all been on over the past 15 years in the women's division, Paige, that was amazing. Congratulations.
Well, you know, everyone is out for WrestleMania. Even the Mandalorian and Grogu, who've traveled to see tonight's action. And we have a sneak peek at their new movie, Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, filmed for IMAX and in theaters May 22nd.
Nah, that, bro. Hey, chat. W Paige for returning though. That's a W right there though. And her first win back after 8 years, chat. After 8 years.
Elevate every minute of
Like,
match day.
that's
and experience
insane.
the very best of the beautiful game.
Her first win after 8 years though, chat. Oh my god.
This summer. Guarantee.
Tony, now on the left, Tony, shop.com to shop officially licensed WrestleMania apparel, including WrestleMania t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and so much more. From action figures and autographed photos to WrestleMania commemorative plaques and replica championship belts, there's no shortage of ways to commemorate the biggest live event in sports entertainment. And the stars are out tonight here at ringside. On the left, Tony Hinchcliffe. On the right, Committee and Jet Ross. Tony Hinchcliffe with a WWE special of Kill Tony. Now, the live event happens tonight, but it's going to be on Netflix coming out this Monday. Hey, the drums... Start that again. The Drumstick Squad is taking over WrestleMania. The energy is electric. The crowd's on its feet, leading the charge. The one and only OG Drumstick Cone. Chocolatey, creamy, crispy. This arena can't get enough. And that's why Drumstick has earned the title of America's favorite. The undisputed, undefeated, ultimate cone. Can't get a beer, can't get an ice cream cone.
You're on a diet, pal.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Wonder Years.
Wonder Years. Oh, it's a band?
The man has come around.
Oh my god. Really? Really?
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's Intercontinental
Champions.
Introducing first the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
AJ Lee! Hey, chat. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm going with AJ. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Like I'm going with AJ Lee. I'm going with AJ. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm going with AJ.
And her opponent from Union City, New Jersey, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, AJ Lee.
Moments ago, we saw Paige, and now for the first time in 11 years at WrestleMania, AJ Lee skips her way to the ring. Okay, you saw Becky confronting the official, Jessica Carr, moments ago. Go ahead.
I am absolutely furious. Sorry to take the shine from this entrance of AJ Lee fans, but I cannot fail to notice that the official who has been placed in charge of this championship matchup is none other than Jessica Carr. Jessica Fast Count Carr, who has been a major thorn in the side of the challenger, Becky Lynch, for the past 12 months, costing her several matches. And I'll tell you this right now, Michael Cole, there is zero chance Jessica Carr is going to be unbiased in this one. It is a conspiracy. It is a scandal.
And this match tonight is brought to you by Wendy's. Wendy's invented the spicy chicken sandwich, and now they're reinventing it, making it crispier than ever before. Wendy's spicy chicken. We're so back. AJ Lee defending the Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. And for Becky, there's really just one key strategy in this match tonight. That is avoid the submission move known as the Black Widow. They've met 3 times over the past 7 months. 3 times. Becky is tapped out to the Black Widow.
Well, I'll half agree with you. Yes, avoid the Black Widow at all costs because that is a guaranteed L. The other half is avoid the biased refereeing decision
well, how much
of Jessica Fast Count Carr.
How much is Becky paying you to keep up this propaganda to give her an out when she loses to AJ tonight?
Doesn't have to pay me a penny. I
Come
speak
on,
the truth,
AJ.
unlike you, Michael Cole.
Come on, AJ.
25 years plus of nonsense right here at WrestleMania. Congratulations.
And this has become very personal between these two. Becky Lynch.
Let's go! With the arm lock. With the arm lock. Let's go! Let's go, AJ. Let's go, AJ!
As you mentioned, but AJ has simply been kryptonite for
Oh,
Becky
come
Lynch
on,
ever
Becky.
since
Come on.
returning, delivering multiple humiliations. That humiliation may be complete with victory tonight.
Becky Lynch, though.
Yo, Becky, what the hell was that?
Resume at WrestleMania.
No, that's so embarrassing.
4 wins, tied for the most of all time in the women's division.
No, AJ's playing with her now. No, AJ's playing with her too much now. Oh my God. Oh!
into the barricade.
Well, the first 30 seconds of this match were an absolute disaster for Lynch. But that is an example right there of why she is permanently championship caliber.
Continues to make history, does Becky Lynch. WrestleMania 32, when she won the inaugural